Top 25 list of my favorite TV shows of all time goes like this. We're going to run it real quick. Let's go. All right, here we go right here. Moment of truth with this top 25. There's going to be a lot of ties on here. So I know it's cheating in a way because there's more than 25, but some I just can't choose from. Some are just so identical that I don't mind which one takes over the slot. So here we go. 25 through 1, my favorite TV shows of all time, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be it. This is the Edged and Stone version that probably will never change. Well, you can never say never, but this is it, the top tier. All right, 25 will be New Girl tied with Brooklyn Nine-Nine, starting off with a tie. 24, The X-Files tied with Married with Children. It's hard to pick between those shows because I remember watching both of those shows during the same period. They came out the same time, and those were very popular shows back in that time. And I remember watching both of those shows. So X-Files tied with Married with Children. 23 would be the Wayans brothers. So underrated. But I can't. I'm trying to keep this a short video, or I would, talk about every one of them, but I can't do that. Let's go with number 22, 90210. Yeah, I was hooked to that show. Hooked on that show. 21 would be Lost. 20, Dukes of Hazzard tied with the A-Team. 19 would be Challenge of the Super Friends tied with He-Man. 18 is a comedy. It only lasts 2 seasons, but it's called Sledgehammer. Oh my God, this show was so funny. 17 would be Knight Rider tied with Miami Vice. 16 would be I Dream of Jeannie. 15 would be Seinfeld. 14 would be The Cosby Show. 13 would be Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. 12 would be Batman 1966 with Adam West. My favorite Batman right there. So many childhood memories. 11 would be The Wire tied with Oz. 2 HBO classics. I'm sure The Wire came on HBO. I think they both did. 10 through 1. Here we go. Stranger Things at number 10. Number 9, The Walking Dead. Number 8 will be Sanford and Son. Number 7 will be a tie between The Fresh Prince, Bel-Air, and Different Strokes. Number 6. So yeah, man, number 6 would be the Arsenio Hall show. Epic show right there. Number 5 would be In Living Color. Number 4 would be Martin. How could I forget the Dave Chappelle show, man? I'm sorry, I got to interrupt my list real quick and just throw this in here. Dave Chappelle show, man, would be at number 4, tied with Martin for the number 4 slide on my top 25 list. All right, back to the video. A sci-fi show called Ultraman. If you know, you know. Ultraman number 3. Number 2 would be tied between Three's Company and A Different World. I can't choose between old shows. They are light years apart, but 2 of my favorite shows, and sometimes they flip and flop between number 2 and number 1, but I'm just going to put them both at number 2 because my favorite show of all time, and it has been since I first discovered it, is 21 Jump Street. 21 Jump Street. 21 Jump Street. Recap. 25 would be New Girl tied with Brooklyn Nine-Nine. 24 would be The X-Files tied with Married with Children. 23 would be The Wayans brothers. 22, 90210. 21 would be Lost. Number 20 would be Dukes of Hazzard, tied with the 18. Number 19 would be Challenge of the Super Friends, tied with He-Man. 18 would be Sledgehammer. 17 would be Knight Rider, tied with Miami Vice. Two of the greatest shows of the 80s, two of the greatest shows, period. Number 16, I Dream of Jeannie. That Major Nelson, man, he used to have my mother crying, laughing. I would walk past her room, peek in the room, and she's watching I Dream of Jeannie, just rolling all over the place, laughing at that fool. So I Dream of Jeannie, number 16. Love that show. Number 15, Seinfeld. Number 14, The Cosby Show. Number 13, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Number 12, Batman, 1968, Adam West. Number 11, The Wire, tied with Oz. Number 10, Stranger Things. Number 9, The Walking Dead. Number 8, Sanford and Son. Number 7, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, tied with Different Strokes. Number 6, The Arsenio Hall Show. Number 5, In Living Color. Number 4, we're going to have a tie between Martin and The Dave Chappelle Show. Number 3, Ultraman. Number 2, Three's Company, tied with A Different World. Number 1, 21 Jump Street. There you have it. We got them honorable mentions. So there's a lot that I could have threw in the honorable mentions as well. I didn't want to make that too long. I mean, my honorable mentions list is insane in itself. It's almost like a whole nother list that I could have made. This could have been my actual 25. Honorable mentions would be Electric Company. If you know, it's a kid show from the 70s, kind of like a Sesame Street, but it was one iconic show because it had Morgan Freeman and a bunch of guests like, Bill Cosby and people like that. And it was a real nice show. It helped you spell. It had Spider-Man on there. So Electric Company from the 70s, man, that was a really good watch for a kid back then. Saturday Night Live, I still watch it to this day. People sleep on that show so much. Yeah, I mean, they still have some good comedians on there. The sketches are great. I still enjoy Saturday Night Live for sure. SpongeBob SquarePants premiered in '99. Of course, I am a grown-ass man. That is one of the greatest TV shows, period. Not just cartoons, period. Not just cartoons. Not just one of the greatest cartoons of all time. One of the greatest TV shows to ever exist. The writers are incredible. The characters, just the whole nine. It's one of the greatest put together, unique shows that I've ever seen in my life. And thanks to my kids, I'm glad they're still into it. Well, my kids are adults now, but we all still watch it from time to time. It's just to get some laughs, man. It's a fun show. So it's honorable mention SpongeBob. It's a show called The Goldbergs, based on the 80s. I think the writer and the producer of the show, the stories are based on his upbringing. So The Goldbergs, very underrated show right there. Hilarious too. Another honorable mention would be Reno 911. Wasn't like jotting to the television to watch it, but I was always watching it. It was one of my favorite shows of all time, and I think I have all of the seasons on DVD. I still have physical copies of things. Everything is not about streaming. I'm old school. So yeah, that was Reno 911. Tales from the Crypt. That goes without saying, man. If you know about those shows back then like that, You watch them at night, all cuddled up, cozied up with somebody and watching them shows, man. Some of the greatest experiences of life without leaving your house. So Tales from the Crypt, Star Trek. Oh yes, I am a Trekkie. Late Night with David Letterman, Weeds, Cheers, Night Court, Family Matters, Family Ties, Tales from the Dark Side. So it was a Tales from the Crypt and a Tales from the Dark Side. Unsolved Mysteries. It's an iconic voice, that guy, man. Oh my God, that show have you glued to the television. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Larry David is an idiot. JB Smoove is an idiot. These guys, man. And the show is still around today. So if you ever heard of Curb Your Enthusiasm, man, go check that out. Get some good laughs off of that. The Middle. This show came out in the 2000s. I'm not sure if it was before the 2010s or not. So it's a pretty fresh show, which is a very underrated. It's called The Middle. It's hilarious. And it was a show called Knots Landing that I used to watch as a kid in the 80s. It's like a primetime soap opera, drama, suspense, murder, and just everything you could think of wrapped in 1 hour. And I think it was a spinoff of a show called Dallas. So yeah, those are the honorable mentions. Hey man, I did the best I could. I wish I could have fit these in, but if I did a top 50, these would have made it. Anyway, top 25 is going to stay Edges and Stone. I'm out.